Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any most excellent videos. In front of us we have the Kello TK-669D. It's an AM, FM, shortwave, and NOAA weather band emergency radio. Bought this for $39.99 off Amazon about a month ago, and here it is, finally getting to review it. Here's the box, Kello. Picture of the radio, little bullet points there, and we'll go over those features. Indoor and outdoor emergency preparedness, sweet. Pretty basic looking box. Little symbols there on the back. Okay, so yeah, what intrigued me was the addition of shortwave. So I was like, oh, I got to get this. I don't care about alarm clocks and all that, but nice little extras. Let's go ahead and pull this out. Now recently, I went on Amazon to double check the pricing, and I noticed they discontinued this model, and they have an orange one. So just giving you a heads up. I think it's the same model number, but it's totally different looking, but it looks like it uses the same speaker and everything else. Empty box. Alright, let's see what they give us in the box. So we get a cord here to charge the internal lithium battery. We'll show you what that's about. Pretty basic setup. USB mini. Here we have the instruction manual. A picture of it on the front. This is a really basic manual. You pretty much don't need this to use the radio. It's pretty basic. It's no rocket science here. Except there was one thing that you had to go to learn about was the shortwave bands. There's a bunch of them. 8 shortwave bands. That shows you how they're kind of set up. So, yeah, we'll go over that too. Alright, so this is the book. There you go. Easily written and read. Let's get to the radio. We got bubble wrap, which I like to see on all my radios. Nice. And here's the radio. Let's go over dimensions real quick. I'm just going to bring this down a little bit. Okay, so dimensions of this radio. We have 8 inches across, 3.5 inches high, and a case depth of 2 1/4 inches. So for size comparison, I always bring that down too quick. Get that back up. I have a few radios. This one here, the Sangean MMR-88 for size. Looks like it's almost the same size there. Alright, it's a little wider bodied. Cool. And then we have the newer radio I had here, the Tiemahun FS-089. There's a reason why I have that out here, because we're going to talk about that radio too. So there you go. Definitely the bigger, but does quite a bit more. Alright, so let's go ahead and go back down. Let's talk about some features of this radio. Okay, so right away, it's got a good heft to it. Weighs about a pound. From the radio, we have 3 LED lights. The light function button here. These lights are okay. They're not fantastic. I've seen brighter, but they'll get you around to find a better flashlight. Solar panel on top there. Our antenna comes out here and swivels up and swivels back. So you do have some range of motion there. That is about, let's see, a 20-inch antenna. So there's the top. Now this black thing, I thought this was like a rubber, but I think it's like a rubberized plastic. So that might be a problem in the future. Just want to let you know that black treatment, it feels kind of like a textured plastic. Alright, from the radio, we have AM, FM, shortwave weather band radio. We have a clock, which can be set from 12 or 24 hour. Kello, looks like we have an alert LED icon. It comes up when you have an alert. Here we have some buttons. We have a power button. Also actuates the USB charge out mode. Here we have tuning up and down, volume up and down, pretty basic, and then the mode button to change to different bands in alert mode. NOAA symbol. Speaker. This speaker is about, let's see, 1 3/4 inches. I thought it was about 2, but yeah, 1 3/4 inch. Real tinny sounding. I'm not impressed with the speaker. It's probably the worst sounding speaker in almost any radio I own. And I've done a lot of testing on radios, and this thing just hurts my ears. So yeah, I'm telling you right away, and we haven't gotten to the back of the radio yet. But yeah, speaker, not so great. On here we got like a grip, which is pretty well made. You know, the thing feels solid. It's got a nice little Carabiner Clip to hang it on something. I do feel that it would be no problem. This feels pretty strong, so definitely a good setup there. On the back of the radio, we have a Dynamo Crank. Pop that loose there. Spins fairly easily. Behind this door, for power options, you have optional 3 AAA batteries, or one tiny lithium battery. It's a 600 milliamp hour 16340. I never even heard of a 16340. It's a tiny dude. So I would try to open this for you, but it's almost impossible to open. You have to use like a screwdriver. I'm not going to fiddle with that on camera, but there's a little cell in there, and then there's optional 3 AAA batteries. I think it has optional battery use, but that little lithium battery was kind of a joke. So here we have like a rubber jacket, and it almost looks like this rubber is starting to get sticky. I don't know what's going on there. But it opens up here, and behind the jacket you see a USB in to charge the internal lithium battery, and this will turn red when it's charging and turn green when it's finished. Here's a USB charge mode out. So there you go there. On this side of the radio we have a solar indicator saying the solar panel is receiving light. So I don't know how good that is. If you're outside, you're probably not going to see this, and it's behind this jacket, so kind of a poor design element there, but there you go. You know the solar's working. Got a reset button to reset the radio in case it glitches out on you. And then we have a headphone jack. Now, surprisingly, the headphones sound better than the speaker on this radio. And plus, I was pleasantly surprised that one of my strong stations had FM stereo. So it's an FM stereo jack. Very impressed with that headphone jack. Yeah, go figure, right? The headphones are better than the main speaker. Okay, so there you go. You got a kind of a basics on the radio. So let's go ahead and talk about FM reception, and then we'll get on and turn on the radio and see what it can do. So if you look here, first of all, at the LCD, you can see how it looks kind of fuzzy at this angle. But if you bring it in, look at it from a downward kind of front angle, it clears up. So I have to hold it like that to keep it from getting too fuzzy. The FM reception. Okay, so FM sensitivity was very good to very good. It found 73 stations. Most were kind of faint and hard to... They were legible, but you had to like listen really closely. You could hear them though. So I did find that it was pretty nice with this 20-inch antenna. Really helps. And FM selectivity was good to very good with minimal station bleed over. So I only had 1 or 2 stations that bled over, and it didn't do it severely. So I was very impressed with the way it handled the selectivity on the FM band. It was really good. Talked about the headphones having FM stereo on strong stations. That was a bonus. But FM listening on the speaker, just it's not great. This is good for NOAA broadcast. That's about it. Maybe some AM, local AM, but yeah, not good for music for sure. If you bought one of these radios, you'd see. Now, like I said, I don't know if you can still get this model. I mean, this was just available a month ago, and then I couldn't find it online. So I'm thinking that it might have closed them out, and they came out with the orange version. You'll see it when you search this Kello and that 669D model number. You'll see it's orange, but you'll notice similarities. The screen will be the same options on the radio. Like I said, everything looks similar. Even the LEDs in the front look the same. It even looks thicker too. It's like a blockier looking. So maybe they used a bigger battery. I'm hoping they did. So let's go ahead and just turn it on. You can hear, we'll do an audio check. Okay, so I held it too long. Went into phone charging mode. That's what happens when you hold the power. So you got to see that. So it's just a quick press.
Okay. Weather service, which includes the following counties in Illinois.
Volume digitally controlled.
Kane and McHenry. What? Freezing drizzle and light
So
snow.
we got our weather band here.
Ice accumulations of
You hit this again, it goes into alert.
snow.
So now we're in alert mode. You really can't do much here. When you're in alert mode, you got to get out of there. Do something
Widespread
else.
cloudiness, cold with a few passing flurries.
AM band.
33.
Okay, so we'll do this for a few minutes. Just a little closer. last one hurt my ears. Okay, I think you got an idea. Yeah, pretty tinny sounding in person. Holy cow, it's not great at all. Just not a good experience. Okay, so that was the FM audio check there. Let's go ahead and go to the shortwave band just to show you what's going on there. Big disappointment. So let's go ahead. There's shortwave mode. Let's put up our antenna, and I'll even hook up my little wire. Actually, don't have to put the antenna all the way. Let's just clip the wire on here. Yeah, big disappointment on this radio, and maybe their new model. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I want to buy their new model after playing with this radio. You know, one bad apple after another. You know that syndrome. Here, let's get this in a better spot. Okay, there we go. So we're going to go see if we can find anything on shortwave. I have not been able to. This is what I get. Crackling static. Sounds horrible. Tunes really fast, misses everything. So usually at this time of day, it is currently 5:11 p.m. Central Standard Time near Chicago, Illinois. I should be able to pick up some stations right about here. I don't know what that was. Trying to come through. It's usually a Cuban station right here. As you can tell, it's pretty much wasted money here. It's like, why bother? See, this thing's not going to find a thing. It's the same sound across the whole band. So we're not even going to talk about features of the shortwave. There's ways to change it. Like here, shortwave 2. There's different bands you can go to. But it sounds like there's something wrong with it. Guessing defective. So let's get out of here.
9. West wind.
Actually, you know what? I didn't do weather band. Let's do the weather band.
The evening becoming northwest and decreasing to 10. Freezing spray. Waves 2 to 4 feet building 10 to 15 miles an hour. Saturday, mostly cloudy to 10 miles per hour in the morning.
Not bad, about 4 channels. Good deal.
Saturday night, mostly cloudy in the evening, then clearing.
Okay.
Lows 18
Turn it back.
to 25.
Alright, so let's go ahead and go to the AM band. Local sounded good.
Comes out to us, so it's ready to go. You don't
Here's
have to wait
720 WGN.
to cellar it. I mean, just pop that baby open, and it's going to be delicious because the chef de cave or the
Feeling that is out there. The emotions that are attached to this.
WLW coming in, that's nice. 700, Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles.
And the ramifications. It's good. I'll be lines of it. You're trying to sweep the Vikings and then still might get them
WSCR,
again.
the score,
Still
Chicago.
might get them for a third time.
A little bit of a birdie
If they
tone.
lose to them, they're definitely getting them for a third time. And the last...
Maybe Nashville was coming in. Birdie tone.
F-150 has been America's favorite truck. If you're shopping for America's favorite brand...
WTMJ on 620. You press and hold, and you can just push to where you want to.
Discovery this week. vacations at top-rated resorts with Sunwing.
CFCM, Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles.
Better with the best price guaranteed and award-winning service every step of the way. He did mention that in his speech, so I'm certainly think that
WSB Atlanta, Georgia.
something that the Democrats like hearing as well.
It's going to be interesting to see where they... Visit rocketmortgage.com today. Licensed in all
WGR,
50
Detroit.
states, equal housing lender, NMLS number 30.
At 270 miles.
Westbound between Middlebelt and Vining closed due to an earlier
WSB, I don't know if I said it was 630 miles.
area
Yeah.
from Michigan Avenue as they
This Bear Speed, sponsored by Xfinity X5.
WBBM.
Asked how necessary Tariq Cohen is to the Bears' offense.
There's no presets.
But the statistics are grim for those who lose their battle with addiction.
Plays, and it came in electronically, and I'm looking in the
local.
Norman. Yeah, but I also think the stat doesn't come 23:36. Next report in 15 minutes. I'm Bobby Ellis, News Radio 840 WHAS. Great news.
This is Louisville, Kentucky.
Save money, switch the guide.
About 300 miles.
Could help you get great.
KOA Denver. About 890 miles.
Thérapie, des troubles alimentaires, donc plein de ressources.
CJBC,
de
Toronto,
projets
Ontario.
immédiats qui ont façonné mon
See, some of these are coming in pretty
âme,
nice.
qui vont
That's a surprise.
probablement
Ring in the new year with these trending.
Local. Go up to the top here.
Injured that right knee. It looked like he was holding it after the play.
Local, WMVP, Chicago.
Traffic Center. I'm Scott Stiller on News Radio 1020 KDKA. Thanks, Scott. You can text KDK Radio at 866-391-1020.
So, KDKA is Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Pittsburgh. AccuWeather forecast tonight and evening shower
It's
and spots.
450 miles.
Colder. Low
But
52.
got a birdie tone there.
Brisk and cold tomorrow, high 38. Still mostly cloudy, even colder tomorrow night.
messages are reported here in Massachusetts as well. In the event of an emergency, officials say call your local police or fire department directly with their 10-digit phone number. To find your local numbers, our website, wbc1030.com. It's 617. If your business is healthcare, you care about attracting
Okay,
the
so
right
that's
customers.
WBZ, Boston, Massachusetts. That's a good grab. 880 miles. Sounding good. This time of day is a good day, good time to pick these stations up. Just after sundown. 1040 WHO, Des Moines, Iowa. 280 miles. Keep hitting the wrong one. Sounds horrible. 1100 WTAM, Cleveland, Ohio. Ringing, Tinny. TMOX, St. Louis. Local.
Card, where you earn points for free food, merchandise, and more. So help cheer on the Orange with everything you need at Speedway, proud convenience store sponsor of Syracuse Athletics. We're on your way to convenience stores of Speedway.
I am Dr. Andrea DeTellis, and I own the Fulton Animal Hospital in Fulton.
1180 WHAM, Rochester, New York. 545 miles. Compressed and loaded Seek. These really clicky buttons.
Dave Ramsey Show. We're glad you're here. Open phones at
1510 WLAC. Nashville. 434 miles. Sweet.
100% satisfaction. Along with Molly McGrath and John Kidjemi, Dave Lamont, and our ESPN radio crew here in Orlando at Camping World
WCKY,
Stadium and downtown
Cincinnati.
Orlando. 9-7
300 miles.
over Syracuse. So let's check in with Molly McGrath, who's on the sideline.
Well, Eric Dungey is
going to attack on it, and Bama will make another trip back.
KXCL, Waterloo, Iowa. 210 miles.
Becomes better, league is fresh. We'll be back at Mulligan.
CHHA, Toronto.
For the members, and you got someone who'll do it for you.
1630, KCJJ, the Mighty.
Bethesda, Maryland.
Iowa City, Iowa.
The Congressional Golf Course, a
175 miles, 1,000 watt tower at night.
Sprawling over the Maryland countryside.
I don't know if they've cut back yet or not.
No markups, no installation windows, nothing.
Okay, let's turn this off here. Okay, so yeah, we went through that pretty quick. So the AM band in the evening, not too bad. I'm pretty surprised with it. I didn't expect it to perform that well. But yeah, so this, like I said, the newer model, it looks pretty identical. I mean, it's orange, has some different treatments to it, but still the same radio, I think. Expect the shortwave probably not to work unless I got a bum unit, which is possible. Like I said, the AM, surprised there how well it was working, but not bad. The FM is decent. But for this price range of 40, I think it's 40, 42 bucks, there's a lot of competition. And let me do my final thoughts here. So on this radio here, does it get my recommendation? No, it doesn't. It's the battery capacity is pretty weak. I know it's replaceable, but it's a battery I don't even recognize. I don't know if you can find those. 16, what was that? 16340. Yeah, I don't even know if they're even available. I do like the fact you can put AAAs in it. That is a good thing. But as far as recommending this radio, this light isn't the best. It feels clunky to hold. The speaker is really tinny. It's hard to listen to. I mean, it's good if you're only listening for NOAA weather broadcasts and AM. It sounds okay. Classical music, anything with a high tone to it is okay. But anything like music, traditional music, forget it. You're going to be upset. You got a little tiny solar panel. It's probably not as effective as you'd think it might be. Overall, it's just a clunky design, and I think you should just pass. Don't expect to get any shortwave on it. Like I said, better options are this guy right here. You guys have seen this one. If not, you can see the video. I'll put a link. Come on, shortwave. Come on, AM. Okay, this is AM.
Lose, they've got an outformed car insurance. Who's your biggest winner of
So it tunes real well. It has a really deep sounding speaker. Love the sound of the speaker. The shortwave works on here. I don't even have the antenna extended, but probably should hook something up so you can hear the shortwave on this one. And this radio here is 35 bucks. Sure, you don't get a digital display, but I'll be honest with you, I don't need one. I don't know if you have to have one or not. I'm sure we can get some activity here on the shortwave one. So there you go. It's working out fantastic. So if I had to choose, I would say no to this radio. Get this bad boy right here. The reason being is that not only does this have a bigger internal battery, it has an 18650 2000 milliamp hour rated versus 600 milliamp hour rechargeable. This also has the capacity to run 3 AA batteries for power, which I think is great. So you get a lot more capacity with AA batteries versus AAA batteries. This does AAA batteries. So yeah, this would give my recommendation in a pinch. I just love this radio. I've been using it as my everyday radio. So big plug for this radio. Again, I'll link for this one. Also, this one gets a recommendation right here because the price ranges are pretty similar. Like this, I think this is like a $45 radio here. This is gonna be $42. Big old block brick. If the shortwave worked, it might have been worth it. But I'll be honest with you, the speaker in here looks smaller. This radio just sounds better. So let's turn it on. AM on here is fantastic, by the way. Okay, I just 630 there. So let's see if we can pick up Nashville. Nope, not yet.
Who
free standard My Pillows. MyPillow.com, promo code SCORE, or call 800-960-3804.
So this radio here
MyPillow.com.
has a nice light in it, clock. If you want your digital display, it has a nice weather alert mode. It has a great light feature where it has high and low, and then it has beacon and SOS modes. So that's really nice. It's got a bigger solar panel. The battery's still smaller side. It's the 18350, but it is replaceable. There's a battery door right there, and you can replace it with you have a couple extras charged, ready to go. But the sound's much better on here. Got a sleep timer. There's your battery level indicator. Does charge outs. It has stereo headphones, which is really good on this radio. So if you love stereo and you love your headphones, you'll love this radio. There's a charge out feature. And then I think there's a spot for a carry strap. There's your dynamo. I mean, Sangean just has a good quality build feel to it also. So when you're buying this, you're getting a good quality emergency radio. And you get the digital aspect of it. And of course, your weather band. Works really good too. I hit the wrong button.
From the National Weather Service. Slick spots may develop as temperatures cool below freezing. Light snow will continue into the mid-evening hours. Some patchy freezing drizzle is possible as well. Minor snow accumulations are possible, mainly a 1/2 inch or less.
Okay, so there you go. There's the Kello 6. It's Jello. I keep thinking Jello. Kello. That's so funny. TK-669D. No, don't buy this radio, please. Do not buy it. Pass. Run away as fast as you can, because I can't justify it. Nope. Just not for the money. There's just too many good options out there. As I showed you, I'd get this one, or I'd get the Tiemahun. I mean, these are just great. Get one of these two here for the money. I mean, you're right in the same ballpark. Whatever fits your size, what you need. Of course, this one produces more light, which is great, and good radio time. I mean, I've been listening to this thing about 3-4 hours a day for the last 10-12 days. The original charge is still going. I am surprised. Did not expect the radio to last that many hours on like a low to medium volume. So pretty impressed, and impressed with the audio out of this radio. And of course, the shortwave actually works. You got to have shortwave. There it is. So yeah, pretty happy with the Sangean too. I love this little guy. Again, solid build quality, amazing AM reception, amazing FM stereo reception. Good little guy too. So good little plug for both of those radios. Again, Kello, say goodbye. Do not buy. I'm being honest with you, don't. It's just, not one of those fun type radios. I'm just not impressed with it. You may have a different experience. Your shortwave may work fantastic. Everything else might work perfect. Let me know. If you enjoyed the presentation and the warnings that I give you on this channel, please give me a big like. I appreciate it. 2, if you're interested in emergency radios in general, hit the subscribe, hit the bell icon if not, because I have a few more on the way to review. I always like emergency radios. It's key to my channel. Most of my radios, if you go through, I have quite a few that are emergency related. So definitely something I always look into. I have a soft spot in my heart for these radios. I like them. I really do. I love all the things they can do. It's kind of like the Swiss Army knife of radios, where you got the lights and solar panels and dynamos. It's fun. It makes it just a little bit more fun, especially this one here. I gotta keep going back to this one, but I keep using this one every day, and I just love it as my everyday radio. I was listening to AM this morning, sounded fantastic, and it's just my everyday radio now. So for a while, we'll see. I switch them out. All right, so there you go, the Kello TK-669D. Comment below what you think about this radio, and we'll see you in the next. Take care and goodbye.